An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. We've heard it our whole life. Here's the good news that parents, you're the first line of defense. If you're feeling overwhelmed, we want you to know that you're not alone.
This is the reality that parents are navigating, and we know the majority of parents are concerned about these risks. Most have some awareness of these risks, but the minority of parents are putting it into action. It needs to happen for our kids to grow up in a healthy way.
Keep the lines of communication open with your kids. You want to be that safe person that your child comes to if they come across a problem. A lot of times, kids will not come to their parents with anything that might be alarming to their parents because they're afraid that their parent's going to overreact, they're going to shame them, and they're going to take the technology away. So as you build this atmosphere of trust, it's really, really important so that your child can feel like they can safely come to you. You can have a conversation. You're going to listen and not overreact. If you're going to let them on a certain platform, go to that platform yourself. If you're going to let them use a game, go to the game, research the game, look at the pros and the cons before you make a decision to say yes. Anytime you let your kids have a device, whether it's internet connected or not, have those time controls and have them to be spending at least an equal amount of time outside and doing other kinds of play so they don't get so hooked on this technology. So turn on those time controls because that's going to help you, mom and dad.
I like to say devices should be in open spaces. If you can, parents and guardians, let them be in open spaces. Don't let them have them in their room, especially not at night. Privacy is earned. Parents and guardians need to really reel that in, because if you just give your child the internet, they have no guardrails. They can go anywhere. I think they should earn it. And so the one way to do that is through monitoring them and giving them the tools to be able to deal with if they're with a predator, or if a predator tries to reach out to them, that they know what to do. And as they start showing that they are responsible enough to handle this big responsibility, right, then you give them a little bit more.
Recognize that your kids are not immune. Maybe they've sent a nude. Maybe someone sent them something. They're talking to a predator. One of the hardest things it is for parents is not to overreact. Because when you do that, then the child is going to be less likely to come to you in the future.
We know that many of the red flags are sudden changes in behavior, sudden changes in mood, spending more time alone, spending more time online, or avoiding their device. If someone's being cyberbullied, you'll often see them avoiding their device, and you're like, what's going on, right? And so, but the challenge is those red flags sometimes indicate kind of normal stuff we see in adolescence, changes in mood, changes in behaviors. Well, that goes with the territory. Trust your gut. And if something's feeling uneasy or just different, check in, ask, and making sure that we have an internet safety plan, that we're not just trusting, oh, they're kids and online's fine. We know from research there's a disconnect between what parents think is going on online, or what they think a child's seeing online, versus what's actually occurring. Notice any significant change. That can include changes in school performance, health.
There's a difference between teaching them that something is wrong and making them feel guilty or shameful about it. Because the second you do that, and this is true, I think, for any human being, if you feel ashamed about something, you're less likely to share that with someone else. Unless you fully trust that person and you kind of feel like that is a safe place. If you meet that behavior with punishment, what you're basically teaching the child is, please don't share this information with me. And that's about the worst thing that you could do. And so we don't have to normalize the behavior, but we do need to normalize the communication about it.